In this tutorial, I'll show you how to determine the prime factorization of a number. In a similar video that I recorded, I showed you how to do this using a factor tree, but I feel that this method is more systematic and intuitive, and here's how it works. Let's start with question number 1. Determine the prime factorization of 96. As the name implies, prime factorization is finding a combination of prime numbers that when multiplied leads to this value. So it makes sense that you know some of the prime numbers, starting with 2. We have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. You have to ask yourself, what is the lowest prime number in this group that divides into 96? And that's 2. So write it down and separate these two columns with a line down the middle. Then divide 96 by 2. 96 divided by 2 is 48. Again, you go through the same cycle. What is the lowest prime number that divides into 48? It is 2. And it divides to 24. What is the lowest prime number that divides into 24? Since 24 is even, you know that it will be 2. What is the lowest prime number that divides into 12? 2 again. Next, what is the lowest prime number that divides into 6? 2. And that becomes a 3. The lowest prime number that divides into 3 is 3 itself. 3 divided by 3 is 1. When this column reaches a 1, then you know you're done. The prime factorization of 96, therefore, is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which can be written as 2 to the power of 5 times 3. Okay, let's try this method again for 342. 342. I'll put a line down the middle here. 342 is an even number. So you know that the lowest prime number that will divide into this is 2. 342 divided by 2 is 171. What is the lowest prime number that divides into 171? As you can see, adding 1 plus 7 plus 1 sums to 9. Since the sum of the digits here is a multiple of 3, being 9, then you know this divides into 3 as well. Alright, so 171 divided by 3 is 57. Perfect. 57 also divides into 3. Again, a little trick. 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. 12 is a multiple of 3, therefore 57 should divide into 3 as well. 57 divided by 3 is 19. 19 is a prime number, so you should write down 19 along this column. That makes this a 1, so we can ignore. And now we have 2 times 3 times 3 times 19. So the prime factorization is 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 19. I hope this method serves you well, and that is how you determine the prime factorization.